Okay, everybody, and yeah, welcome to another video. And today, we're back from where we started in the first Halo 4 builds issue, or episode, and yeah, so as you can see, we had our bridge here, and I think last time I was talking about vehicle reviews and stuff when we left off, so yeah, another channel update will be coming out this weekend. I'm hoping to do this weekly. But today we're going to talk a lot more about Halo 4 builds as opposed to other stuff with the channel. So, as you can see, we had our bridge coming out here, and the bridge was kind of just to give it some space because we want as much terrain as we can get, really. And bridges are really nice because you want a connection bridge. I mean, bridges are just good because if you have everything cramped together, the map loses its fun because everything's so mashed together. So here we're actually going to build a dish. Now, I don't know if this is going to have full dishes or half dishes. Oh, half dishes. Okay, so, yeah, here's how we're going to do this. We're actually not going to put two dishes directly together because we want it to be right on the side of the bridge here. So part of it's going to be on the side of the bridge, part of it's going to be right by the mountain. And it's kind of hard to get this lined up completely because the middle is sinking in more than the sides. So how about we get it just right there. And as you can see, now we have half a dish out there. So we're going to make another one and level it out, angle it up right against that. And you're going to see that I'm not going to mash it straight up against it because then we'd have we want this middle section to be right in the middle. So now we're actually going to probably make another dish right here. And as you can see, we have the dishes separated, and we got a good amount of space between them. So now we're going to make another dish and place it right on the end. So right like this. I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. So there we go. Oh. Yep. Now it doesn't have to look fantastic or perfect or anything like that. It just has to appear that I'm gonna make it as good as I can just for you guys. But see, there you go, and we have a good amount of bridge. But now I don't feel like putting another dish there, and I doubt you would either, because the end would go up straight into your bridge. So what we're going to do is actually take some sort of platform. Now, as you can see, this isn't gonna work. This platform can't be placed there because we would have an open spot at the end. So actually, I think we're going to use 5x1 longs. At some point, we're actually going to try a few of these, but we might end up having to use 5x1 longs. So, there you go. Not the worst thing there, but again, you don't want to have that gap in between the bridge and your platform. So we can also take a 2x2 flat. Now this isn't gonna, you could do this. I'm not going to keep it like this. I'm just gonna show you with it. But you could do it like this. It looks a little sloppy, especially because that's sinking in, and that's down a little bit. But not the worst that you could do. However, it is a bit of space, and since it's a large platform, when you actually pull it up all the way, it'll match it, but you'll still have that little jump space that you have to do. Sorry about the audio cutting out a little bit right there, guys. So now again, this platform ramp will not work. Well, if you guys want to look for platform ramps, just remember that they're big. They're not like little platforms. These literally have a big platform and then a staircase on them. So that's not going to work out. Now we can use a 5x1. Like I was mentioning before, this is a 5x1 short, but it should work once you pull it up all the way. It should be about the same size. So we're actually going to put two 5x1 shorts up here, and I know you're thinking, well, it's just short. Well, yeah, but we also don't want it to be super long, so there we go. And remember, dimensions might seem a little messed up. when you're looking at it from underneath something. Like, for instance, this 5x1 short, when it was underneath that platform, did not look like it would fit at all. But once we have it about level, you can see that it definitely will lock in there. So, yeah, they might not be completely pressed together. That's not the worst thing that could happen. So, there's worse things, definitely. So that's kind of what this whole episode's about, making this dish. And now, this is not the easiest part of the thing. So, as you can see, now we have our dish pretty much completed. We're actually just going to adjust the panels here. And there you have it. We have our own little dish here. And we can put stuff like weapons in here, maybe like mongooses or something. This will probably end up being an arena. We might add some curved walls onto it and make it some sort of arena where you can battle in. Or we might have a launch pad in there once we're doing the finishing touches to get you onto another floor. But dishes usually end up being like weapon stores, and I might just put a ghost in there or something. But this might not really be a vehicle map. However, I might make a bridge to a larger area later on. But for right now, we just want to get this dish here. Give a little combat room. We might also have an armory once we finish this. However, armories are not the best thing to do, mainly because once you create an armory, you have the problem of people just going in there, getting the best weapons, and then collecting all the ammo.